I'm Chief Petty Officer Philip Phillips, LCAC Craftmaster, LCAC being Landing Craft Air Cushion. My job as a Craftmaster, I drive the boat. I'm overall in control of a $33 million craft and all its occupants. We've got 2 lift fans. They produce approximately 1 million cubic feet of air every second. 2 ETF-40 Bravo main engines, variable pitch propellers. They provide my propulsion as well as my braking. I can do approximately 50 knots on flat seas, about 16,000 total horsepower on this craft. The ship can kick us out over the horizon, and we can come in multiple waves and surprise the enemy coming into different beach fronts. We're a faster initial hit to get Marines and equipment on the beach. LCAC Special Kitchen is a mix of both worlds. We wear flight suits and we kind of hover 4 to 6 inches off the water, so we're technically flying, but we can still go hullborne and just sit on the ocean. So we're essentially an air hockey puck trying to drive around.
We're about to extract.
We're actually out here performing flight tests for the F-35C to open up the flight envelope and see what we can learn to get the F-35 ready for carrier evolution, launch, and recovery. The difficulties of maintaining this aircraft on Nimitz is that, one, it's the first time we've ever brought this type of aircraft aboard. The training that we go through, we have to go very slow to ensure that every step is done safely. The sailors on the Nimitz were prepared that we had a small contingent come out to us in Pax River, Maryland, and we provided a small cadre course for the individuals to learn about the F-35, taxiing, towing, learning all the intricacies of the F-35 that no others would see unless they were inside the program. Every moment being on the deck, working on the aircraft, being around, working with the crew, bringing the aircraft up and down on the elevators. I think every day is new challenge, new excitement, and we learn something new every single day, every time we move the aircraft. Every moment we're learning something new about the aircraft and how it interacts with the flight deck crew and the aircraft carrier itself. So it's pretty tough to learn on the fly, but that's what we're doing out there. That's what we've trained for back at Pax River for the past 5 years for the aircraft. And I know everybody had the same feeling with the aircraft when it came in, it touched, it trapped. And then the next day when it launched off, it was still wonderful. Because not every day you get to make history, and we made history with the F-35C for the Navy as a whole.
Surface CL, what's that? I think they're going to be doing that. They just come back away from 5-1, or they're going to illuminate down there today.
It's a complete honor to put on this blue flight suit every day and represent 500,000 sailors and Marines out there, day in and day out. Those are the guys out there that are protecting us and providing that blanket of freedom so we can sleep well at night.
The mission of the Blue Angels is really twofold. We want to educate and we want to inspire. We've got a very small team, 130 sailors and Marines. We can show firsthand to the taxpayer, the American public, the pride, professionalism of the average sailor and Marine out there in the world. So hopefully along the way we can inspire some young people to maybe follow in our footsteps 10 or 15 years from now.
What we want to do is just get people excited about aviation.
Most people in America don't get a chance to see what we do, whether it's overseas or in our day-to-day lives. So the chance to come out to an air show and see a representative of the Navy and the Marine Corps put on an air show and show what our capabilities are. It's got to be a real treat for everybody. And it's a real treat for us to show them that as well.
Well, if you haven't had a chance to come out and watch the Blue Angels, I encourage people to do it. The first thing they're going to notice is they're going to see all these men and women running around these airplanes, getting them ready to fly. Believe it or not, I'm one of the few pilots on the planet that doesn't pre-flight my own jet. It's that level of trust and that teamwork that goes into every Blue Angel demonstration. Once the flying starts, the first thing they're going to see is Fat Albert, our C-130 Hercules flying around. They're going to do about a 10-minute demonstration and show you the capabilities of the C-130 aircraft.
And everybody loves reading the poetry, slip the surly bonds of earth and touch the sky. Fat Albert does it more gracefully than anything I've ever been in.
From there, you're going to see the jets take off. You see the formation flying that all Navy and Marine Corps pilots are taught to do. We call it the Blue Angel Diamond.
Ready, break.
And then you'll see Blue Angel 5 and 6, who are our solo pilots, and we're going to max perform the aircraft. So we're going to show the audience what the F-18 is capable of doing.
In the Blue Angel, we pretty much personify teamwork, that's being demonstrated throughout the fleet.
Everyone's on the same page for maintenance. We get these jets fixed so quickly and efficiently. It's just a great team effort.
Being a part of this team is a real great honor. But I would say that you could take anybody from the fleet, in the Navy, the Marine Corps, and put them in this position. I mean, we're just a microcosm for what the fleet is.
The best part of this job, everyone asks me, is it the flying? No, it has nothing to do with flying. It has everything to do with the folks that I get to work with on a daily basis. The caliber of people is really amazing. I got 540,000 of my brothers and sisters that serve in the Navy and the Marine Corps. And they've entrusted me to travel the country and represent them, show the American public what they do on a daily basis. It's an honor.
We are your United States Navy Blue Angels.
We are your United States
Navy Blue Angel.